The place where I'm standing is a dumping ground. To be precise, it is an unauthorized dumping ground, which has been constructed or which has been created adjacent to the Ullas River estuary. You could see that Ullas River estuary which is flowing all around, and there's mudflat with scanty mangrove cover, and you could see behind me it's ample amount of waste and construction debris. The place was in wetland if you would have come 5 months priorly, but now you could see heaps of waste all around, heaps of construction debris around. Again, this area, according to the MRSEC map, which is mangrove maps, is a wetland.
Construction debris thrown along Mumbai roads is such a common sight that forget the ordinary Mumbaikar, even the officials responsible for penalizing such illegal dumping do not seem to notice it. Hello, I am Shruti Gokarn, and today we are digging into the issue of construction and demolition debris. Mumbai is home to 11,000 construction projects, and this does not include the ongoing infrastructure projects. Many of these are redevelopment projects. The Times of India reported that this year there are as many as 6,000 redevelopment projects going on. The fallout of this is the generation of a huge quantity of construction and demolition waste. According to a report by the Maharashtra Pollution Control Board, in the year 2021-22, a total of 403 urban local bodies generated 6.3 crore metric tons of construction waste. 33% of this waste came from Mumbai. So where does all this waste go? There are three ways of dealing with construction waste. First, use it at the project site itself or in reclamation projects. Second, dump it into a dumping ground. And third, recycle it to make new construction material.
But we see that there is a lack of what you call political will on the part of the state government as well as on the parts of bureaucrat to find a solution to this. Now, since the solution is not forthcoming, today also if you see most of the coastline which is unguarded, there are a lot of, for instance, if you see the Bandra reclamation area, there is a retaining wall. But as you travel the city, you will not be able to notice that, beyond the wall, that a lot of debris have been dumped. And it may run into thousands of tons. And that is marring the beauty of the entire coastline.
In government and municipal projects, it is mandatory to use 10 to 20% of the material sourced from C&D waste. The state government is responsible for setting up sites for the storage, processing, and recycling of construction and demolition waste. One of the contractors we spoke to said that they use a part of the construction debris at the construction site itself, and the remainder is dumped in the Dahisar Creek. Residents of Dahisar have been complaining about the flattening of mangroves in the area. We spoke to a BMC official from the building proposal department. He didn't want to come on camera, but he explained that before a builder undertakes either construction or demolition, they have to obtain a no objection certificate regarding the construction and demolition debris. There are three ways to obtain a solid waste management NOC for construction and demolition debris. If the debris weighs less than 300 metric ton, the builder can avail of a paid BMC service to dispose it off. The respective zone or ward is expected to provide this service. If the debris exceeds 300 metric ton, the builder is expected to take care of it themselves. For this, they need a letter of consent from the owner of the dumping site as well as an NOC from the BMC. The third option is to use the debris at the construction site itself if it is usable. But these rules don't mean much.
Now the government has come out with some kind of stringent this thing that those what you call trucks which are plying with the debris have to give the name of the where it originates and where it is to be disposed of. But this is only on paper. In reality, no such thing is happening. The enforcement is zero.
One of the problems is the lack of disposal sites. Contractors feel that the cost of transporting the debris to the outskirts of the city is very high, so they dump it illegally at convenient places in the dead of the night.
The city has now reached a saturation level wherein the Mulund dumping ground or Deonar dumping ground or Gorai dumping ground is no longer processing this dumping debris.
There are 4 recycling plants in Maharashtra, in Navi Mumbai, Thane, Pune, and Pimpri Chinchwad. They are managed by their respective municipal corporations. The presence of a recycling plant does seem to make a difference. In the year 2021-22, Mumbai produced more than 21 lakh metric tons of construction and demolition waste. None of it was processed, it was disposed of without processing or was used to fill low lying areas. On the other hand, Navi Mumbai produced 12,000 metric tons of construction waste. None of it went into landfills, it was entirely processed or recycled. Mumbai is set to get 2 recycling plants, one at Dahisar and the other at Shilfata, both with a capacity to process 600 tons of debris daily. The plant at Dahisar is expected to take care of debris from the western suburbs and the one at Shilfata from Mumbai city and the eastern suburbs.
If it is set up again outside city limit, and unless and until as I told you earlier, that if you don't give the concession or subsidy, this debris will not land up at that recycling plant.
230 crores have been set aside in BMC's 2024-25 budget for this project. While this may not solve the problem in its entirety, it could be a beginning, provided it is bolstered with other measures and stricter implementation of rules.